Hey guys, Ron here. I needed a case, and so back to the under $20 tech. I found a Rosewill case for $16. I actually got two different ones coming, but this one came today on a Sunday of all times. So let's check it out. Here she is. I wasn't expecting much for 16 bucks, but this is not bad. It actually comes with two fans, a 120 and an 80. I mean, the price of the fans is probably $7 a fan, so the rest of it's $2. That's amazing. The quality is not bad. I wasn't expecting much. It's a little more than I actually expected. Hang on. So it actually comes with thumb screws holding the panels on. They're not flimsy panels. They're pretty good. And I really didn't expect much for $16, but it's pretty strong. 120 in the front in the lower part here, and an 80 in the back over there. Power supply mounts in the top, and I'm pretty impressed for the price. This will allow me to throw. There's not much room for cable management. Everything's got to be done on the other side. But with these little minis, it's no problem. Power supply's right here. You can run some cables and tuck them up and tie them up. It'll be fine. Comes with standoffs, not installed. Everything's here. Plenty of hardware. All the switches and stuff. Fan connectors are. This one's a Molex, and this one's a regular, like a 3-pin. So you can't hate it. For the price, that'll allow me to take that system that's over on the table, put this whole system in there that's been mining, throw that in there, that'll clear up this table, and I can build some more stuff. So, not bad at all. I'm impressed, as opposed to depressed. Alright guys, so we're going to put the system together. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, it actually comes with a user, an instruction manual. Usually these cases don't come with anything. It's got a nice little instruction manual. And 9 standoff screws, 8 power supply screws, 8 3.5 screws, 18 motherboard screws, 5.5, 2.5 also, 5.25 to pop, and 1 PC speaker. Comes with all that. The speaker's good to put on the motherboard because you can get the beep codes in case your BIOS something doesn't come up. It'll give you some codes what's going on. All right, guys. So, I mean, with an instruction book, it's a steal. Come on. Yeah, the other nice thing about building these minis is they take up no room to build. Some of these other ones take up like half the bench just to put it together. So we'll throw this together and see what we got. All right, guys. Okay, guys, the standoffs are in. That was the biggest pain so far, and the rest looks pretty easy. And a couple of cool things, like the fan that has a Molex, it also has a 3-pin on it. So they thought of everything. I was pretty impressed. So I'm gonna put this little baby together. It's nice. It's gonna be a nice little system. You don't have to worry about cable management because there's no transparency, no panels. Just tuck everything nice, tie wrap them up, put the sides on. You got a beauty. Motherboard's in and some of the cabling. Now the fun part's going to be power supply, but I figured I better do that last because otherwise I have all these wires hanging around in the way. Alright, so far it's about 15 minutes. Okay guys, so she's up and running. Board cards in. I gotta neaten up these wires, but basically that's it. Got the USB in the front. It's got the got a wireless dongle on there and a keyboard, and that's the HDMI out. So last thing I got to do is put the panels back on, tie wrap these cables up, neaten it up a little bit, and then she's done. Front panel light works, everything's working. All the fans are coming up and are being spotted on the BIOS. So it's pretty good. And that's some good resolution there. And that's only a 1030. That's a cheap Asus 1030 2GB card. Great card. Okay guys, here she is all done, this beauty. She came out good. It's a nice little system. Clean. It's running the 1030 card. Gave me a bit of trouble, the 1030. There's a lock on the, you know, the lock on the PCI Express lane. This one's a slider, and it was in the wrong position. It wouldn't go in the right position. So the card looks like it was in, but it wouldn't seat properly. So I ran some diagnostics, and Windows couldn't recognize it. Nothing could find it. So finally took it apart and got in there and showed that the slider was in the wrong position, and it had to reseat about a 32nd of an inch. That made all the difference. So now she's up and running. So you have to admit, she looks good for a $16 case, right? And I mean, there was plenty of room to work. There's no room on the back side for cables. So you just run the cables all through the front. It came with the 2 fans and everything. We're pretty much ready to go. In the front, I got the wireless dongle and the keyboard dongle in there. So it's nice. If you either sell it or use it, whatever, but at least it's a nice little package. The thing's only about 16 inches tall, maybe 15 by maybe 6.5 inches wide. Right, and it's rigid, you know, it's not like a floppy, skinny thing, like cheap. Again, inexpensive, not cheap. One of the problems, I didn't have an I/O shield for this motherboard, so I'm going to make one out of plexi. I might actually do it on a 3D printer, but I think it might be more fun to make it out of plexi, but it'll be fun. Alright, so there she is. Rosewill, doing 546 a day. And even this little guy, he's doing, right now he's doing 46 cents on the 1030. And the, oh, I gotta click the APU and the CPU. It'll probably get up to about 60 cents. I'm not gonna let it run too long for that, but there she is, guys. So there she is, all at home. Next to the rest of those little big boys. So it frees up my table space, and if somebody wants to buy it, just throw it in a box with the foam, ship her out. She's ready to go. $16 case. Not bad. I mean, I really expected something more floppy and chintzy, but the cable quality is good. It doesn't have any 3.0 USBs, but everything's working, it's fine. Little guy, it's good for a little system. So it's got the 8800, it's got an AMD chip with an APU. It's got the Asus GTX 1030 2GB card. It's got 8 gigs of memory. And I think you guys saw this one. I ran the BIOS and showed it on the tabletop. It's pretty good. So entry-level gaming, just a nice little fun computer. And you know, weighs like 13 pounds maybe. You can stuff it anywhere. It's just a terrific extra little system to have. Alright guys, that's it out for now. Everybody's mining here. We got the big bucks going. Ooh. That should have been an episode of What's on My Workbench Today. It used to be on my workbench, it's not there anymore. Alright, ciao.